Check your nose.
Oh, let me see. I didn't check my nose.
Check your nose, check your ears, check your eyes, check your edges.
Yeah.
Check it
I don't
all.
have any. I don't have any.
I need some color. His hair is like, all right, we on. Let's go on. I got things to do. You know, I always be, people.
She get on my nerve. Let's
People
go.
looking
You
for
be
me.
late
Let's
and then
go.
be like, let's go. I got
Let's
stuff
go.
to do. Oh, I love it. I love how you rush us.
Busy. Busy people.
I just want to be
Hey,
like,
girl.
this one.
Hey.
Oh, we on?
Hey. Yes, we are.
Oh,
on.
what's up? My bad. I'm up here talking stuff. I'm so glad I ain't mentioned nobody because she.
Like, oh, what's up?
What's up? Oh, I love the Lord.
yes, hallelujah.
Okay.
He heard my
was-
cry.
All right. Come on now. Let him use you.
Come on,
Let him
and
use you.
Let him use you.
Let him- Mm.
Mm.
All right. But I'm back. I'm back.
Hey, say a prayer. Now I'm back. Whoop.
And now I'm back. All right. So it's the Hey Girl Hey podcast. Shouts to Urban Media. Today we appreciate you checking in. I am your radio chick, Kiki Brown.
And I'm the chatter chick, LaShawn.
And I'm your millennial chick, Jerry Tipton.
All right. And so we're gonna, if you've never watched us or listened to our podcast,
missing
we are
out.
an hour-long podcast. You really been missing out. You got a lot to catch up on. This is actually our third season. And we cover the hot topics in the first half, and then we have a little girl talk in the second half. Hot topics. Y'all know who Dr. Ian Smith is, right?
Yeah.
That I don't know.
I know
Dr.
Dr.
Ian Smith
because
is
he
like,
wrote a book.
he does
He's a
the
health
Fit
expert.
Club. He's like a health expert, right? He's an
just like
accomplished
big
physician.
teeth.
He's an author. Yes, big teeth. He got some big Steve Harveys.
Mhm.
He's a formerly of the Doctors, and he was a guest on the Karen Hunter show. It was a satellite radio show, and he kind of went off on Tamron Hall and her producer.
Why?
So although he did not mention her name, he said he mentioned an African American host, and her African American producer won't book African American people unless they are on the show as entertainers. I don't know if I can agree or disagree because I don't watch Tamron.
Yeah, I'm not home when she comes on.
That's funny that you said that because I don't watch it either, but the one day it was on television, I just happened to take a look at it. And
I like how Jerry said television.
Television.
It was on the television.
Television. And
it was on the picture box.
It was
picture box.
right here on the screen, right in front of me here.
Picture box.
The big screen. But there was a guest on the show. It was a Black man, but he was a doctor. I think he had his doctorate degree. He was saying how he used to he does heroin, and he was doing it to help get him through college, So that was kind of like a negative impact. You know what I'm saying? Like it was weird, So I guess what he's saying, unless they're an entertainer or like putting like a negative image, she only had a show. Is that what he?
Yeah, they would only book African American experts if it had to do with something negative.
Which was him.
The show doesn't want to be perceived as a Black show. He was putting the show on blast. He never did mention her name, but he didn't deny when the host of the satellite show said it after she eliminated Wendy Williams. So it wasn't Wendy Williams, and I think it's just Wendy and Tamron who are the only African American women who have talk shows. So it's not Wendy,
right?
It's Tamron.
Right.
So
she does have a lot of
I
white
don't know.
hair, but I don't
kind of like so.
I think she plays to her crowd. I mean, because whenever people were allowed in the studio, she had a lot of people of different races. So she had like a fashion show one time. She had different stuff. So I wouldn't say that she didn't have experts. I don't know.
But do we have I think we want to be careful when I use my words correctly.
Use your words correctly.
We do this though. Like when we do something, we always find fault. Like we will always say, well, I don't like her, or I don't like her how she sing or how she dress, and I don't like,
Mhm.
like I
Yeah.
refuse. I'm not going to support it if I don't believe in it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't like. I refuse to watch Baby Boy. I won't do it. I don't care what black director, black actress, black this, black. I will not watch it. I can't do it to my spirit. I won't do it
Yeah.
because I just think that it's like super duper ghetto. And maybe that was the premise behind it, but I just won't. But we will tear something down. We'll be like, no, we ain't doing it. We'll
Mhm.
tear it down. So like, why not? Why wouldn't he say? Why not ask her? Like she hasn't addressed it. She hasn't responded. But
Mhm.
like, why not ask? Maybe you're just not that interesting where she wants to book you.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things because it seems like she would kind of book everybody. She was kind of cool with everybody. I don't know if it's just entertainers that she used on her show, but
Mhm.
you know, if we keep saying that we're part of the human race, and then when we get our own show and we just don't have everybody that's our
And we have
race,
a select
we
amount of humans.
go
Mhm.
against it,
Right.
But
Mhm.
we want to cater and we want to help everybody. We want to extend information to everybody when we have a show. So, I mean, it's okay if she's a black girl that rocks. But if she rocks with everybody, that's cool, you
Right.
Right.
know. And I don't know
Right.
if he has a problem. I think her husband is white or something
It's
like that.
white. Right.
Yeah. So
Man,
maybe,
is he like Pierce? Is he like Pierce? Who's
I
upset
don't
with
know.
Meghan Markle because
yeah,
Meghan Markle
Didn't give him a
played him to the left, and so now
yeah,
he's on the hate train.
hmm
You think
yeah.
that's what it is? Maybe
That
he
could
tried to
happen.
holler and she was like, skirt, skirt. Nope.
Skirt, skirt.
chance.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know with him. I mean, for him to say that he was on the doctors and
Yeah.
they had it, it's a her show is a show for entertainment. If he was
Well,
on,
she has some serious topics. She's kind of like
yeah,
a B minus side Oprah.
Yeah.
yeah, you
Honest.
know, you said B minus that.
I'm
Don't
because
talk
she's not
about
top
Tamron.
notch.
No,
I'm
she's
not
not.
dogging her
Yeah,
out. She's not
yeah,
top notch.
she's not top notch. She's not there. She's not there yet. No,
Yeah, she's
but
not there.
but she's, yeah. I don't know, Ian. I don't know. I
Let
don't
it
know. I
go,
think
Ian.
she.
Let
Hey,
it
let
go,
it
dude.
go.
Let it go, dude.
Yeah,
Let it
I
yeah.
would.
go.
He was on something that day.
Like I
Yeah.
said, I don't watch it that much. I only came across maybe a couple episodes, and the one episode, like I said, had the doctor on there has said he did heroin to help him get through college, and but I mean, I don't know. Like you said, maybe he wasn't that interesting to book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, are you talking? What are you talking? You talking about the same thing? Losing weight, let's
Right.
exercise, eat right. Heard that. Let's talk
Yeah.
Yeah.
about something else. So
We
maybe
hear it
I don't
all
know.
the time.
Maybe he shouldn't have. Well, he did not mention her, but he did
No,
not
he didn't.
deny when the host said something. So, all right.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know Kevin Samuels and Dr. Umar Johnson?
I know Dr. Umar, but not Kevin Samuels.
They're
Sounds familiar.
well-known figures on social media.
Well, that's
Right.
probably why I don't know.
Okay, you're right. Kevin Samuels is known for rating women on a scale of 1 to 10. Someone had actually
Hmm.
asked me if we should put him on the podcast, and I'm like, let me look him up, and he just looks really suspect. But he's
Hmm.
apparently very direct and sometimes hurtful towards Black women. Dr. Umar posted a video about Kevin Samuels criticizing how harsh and critical he is towards Black women, and so it's rumored that neither one of them appreciate women. Kevin fired
Hmm.
back by attacking Dr. Umar for taking donations from fans to build a school that has not yet been built. Here we are, just going at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin also mentioned how many kids Dr. Umar has. He mentioned how many kids he has and how he is not with any of the women. So this is what we're doing. We grown ass men acting
Hmm.
like Real Housewives of Atlanta.
They,
Yeah.
you know,
But people are looking at these people. There's some of us are looking at them and putting, I'm a believe what Kevin Samuel say. I'm a believe what Dr. Umar. They both. I think Dr.
Yeah.
Umar has been on the Breakfast Club. I'm not sure
Yeah.
about Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels just kind of popped up from nowhere. Now people are like finding pictures from his yearbook and because he was a little,
Yeah. I'm looking at him. I've seen his type.
how you
Yeah.
doing? So I don't know. I don't know.
You think how you doing?
No, people were saying that he's a how you doing.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I think it's sad that this is what we're doing. There's so
yeah.
much money to go around. And if you're looking at Instagram funds, I mean, just kind of change your hashtags and go a different route. I don't think you should attack each other. That's stupid.
But you know what? I got to give it to Dr. Umar. I mean, Keven Samuels was talking about Black women and degrading Black women. I like that. I don't know if that was the case. I haven't read the whole story. I like that he stepped up for us.
Yeah.
Because we need that. We need that.
I don't think that was right for Keven to say, well, you got kids, you got such and such baby mama. So
yeah, let's stop that. I don't care how many kids he got. If he takes care of them, he takes care of them.
Right. If he got 20 kids, if he's taking all care of 20.
Yeah. Takes care of them.
He got a squad. That's squad.
If he got a squad, if he takes care of his squad.
He's got a squiggity squad. Squiggity squad.
So when you get on social media and you're downplaying Black women, then and that's the circle you're in, and you don't like that circle, move out of it.
Yeah.
Don't get on social media and talk about it, because that looks like that's the circle you're in. Or if that's what you're seeing on TV, don't watch that show.
That's the audience you want, though, because you're not getting it anywhere else. You're not going to get the audience from terrestrial radio. You're not going to get it from Sirius. You're not. It's a smaller audience when you get it from the traditional methods. But when you go social media, you're getting it from everywhere, and the clap back and the feedback.
Yeah, you'll definitely get the clap back.
You're definitely gonna get it quickly.
You gotta be ready for that. And then people go back and find old pictures of you and then start calling you names.
Oh, yeah. Look at old pictures and look up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He had his little Gucci bag on, his little Keven Samuels beard. It's like, okay.
And that's hard for a man, especially if they said he was homosexual and he wasn't. That's hard. People say that, and if he wasn't, and he could get offended by that, but that's something people are going to keep him in that group. I mean, yeah. So you got to watch what you say.
Deal with it, dude. Just put on your tidy whities or put on your boxer briefs and stand there with your man bod and join the challenge. The Dad Bod. The Dad Bod challenge. Will Smith started something. I'm kind of like,
well, you know what? I don't mind a little bit of a tone.
I'm gonna ask you, do you like the Dad Bod? Because he started Chris Spencer joint, Anthony Anderson joint, Marlon Wayans joint, and they're sitting there in their little boxer briefs, and they got that little pose like the leg in the back. Now women can't do that.
No,
that's not right, because we're supposed to be built like Kim Kardashian.
About to say, it's a double.
Why can't we do that? That's not right.
With men, and women, like, we can't go on there with our natural mom bodies, or if we gain the weight, we are like, they're taking.
We can, but we can not without scrutiny, without, you know what I mean, without somebody talking to us, talking about us.
Oh, that's cool, or that's sexy, or look at him, and stuff like that. It's just with us, we're just maybe because we're over sexualized, you know what I mean, and they look at us like, well, she needs to have that body, but with a guy, it's like, that's cool, you know what I mean.
I don't think a lot of it come from the men. I think some men like the mom body. I think women, we are more critical on other women than men are.
Mom body, you're not a mom.
Yeah, well, hey,
I can't keep saying I'm like 6 weeks. My baby is 23.
Yeah.
I can't keep
saying
like,
my period's coming any day. I'm bloated. Be like, come on, my period. So bloated. No, I'm not. But there's guys that like that. There's guys that like, a thicker woman. They don't mind the handles, they think it's cool. They like that. Women, we're the one that's like, looking at her while we're with our man. We're looking at another woman, talking about, oh, look at her. She got that outfit on. And the guy's like, thinking in her head, babe, she look good. Like, you know what I mean? I think some outfits just aren't appropriate. Period. There's outfits that are not appropriate for small women, medium women.
If you don't know what we're talking about, if you don't know what she's talking about, go to Walmart. You'll definitely see it at Walmart. You'll see it.
And you see everything in Walmart.
All sizes have the
Everything.
wrong outfit. There's a wrong outfit
Everything
for
is
all
not
sizes.
all one size fits all. Like there's when it's women's, it means it's plus size. When the sign says women's, that means plus size.
Yeah.
There's a difference. There's
Yeah.
girls,
Juniors.
there's juniors,
Juniors.
and there's women.
Yeah.
We
And
in the
kids. Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fashionista is not for everybody.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen like really small people put on like really thin, skinny people put on outfits and be like, I mean, your
They get their stuff
personality
from
makes
Wish.
it. Yeah. Ooh. Your personality is really what gets you over on outfits. I don't care how you look. If you have a nice personality, if you like to have a real messed up personality, you're a nasty person. I don't care what you have on. People aren't looking at. But I've seen like really like thin, skinny people who needs to eat like an extra piece of cheese with like every meal. Like put on outfits and you'd be like, oh my goodness. It's because you think you're small, you can put that on.
Yeah.
That's not a good look for you.
Well,
So
I dress
but
my age and I dress my size. I know if something doesn't feel right. I remember being out, and I had on some Darion jeans. I don't think they were Darion because I got them from Burlington.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So they was
Dairy
Dairy Non.
non jeans.
Dairy
Dairy
on.
Non jeans. And I sat down in the car and my jeans went and I was like, ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Things like,
Yeah. Yeah. When you start getting that inner thigh nappy,
that's how it
that
goes.
inner thigh lint balls.
Or you got on a
Mhm.
pair of jeans that's so tight, it feel like you got to fart like every minute because the gas be moving. You like, ooh, that's
You be
another
cramping
one.
up.
You be cramping up like, ooh, you got to open up your pants so the air can move through your stomach. It's so tight. You like, ooh, that's another one. Just let out. Ooh, all day long you got gas cover them tight pants. Ooh,
And your pants be so tight, you can't let out the silent ones. It's always the loud
right.
ones
It's
because
the
it's
loud
almost all
ones.
that pressure. It's
Yeah.
all that pressure.
Cheeks be.
Cheeks be
So
pressure. So I shouts to Will Smith for doing it, but you know they're gonna start working out, and in 2 weeks they're gonna be buffed again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how men do.
Stuck with our Lizzo bodies. Speaking of Lizzo, we have fan mail. Lizzo about to get somebody effed up.
Oh.
Yeah, Lizzo is breaking up friendships. And we have 2 pieces of fan mail, so we're gonna get to them. We're gonna take a quick break. Cancel Cuddy Buddy. Cuddy Buddy's about to get canceled. Y'all remember Cuddy Buddy? Y'all know what Cuddy Buddy means?
You know what I mean?
You didn't watch Being Mary Jane?
Oh, I did watch the show. You mean that little dude
She
used to come
she
over?
had her Cuddy Buddy. That was the Cuddy Buddy.
Well, we don't cancel that.
Well, we're gonna read the fan mail and see what you say because I know you the code cracker. So we're gonna get to it. Let's take a quick break. It's the Hey Girl Hey podcast, the Urban Media Today fan mail coming up. All right, Hey Girl Hey.
Hey, y'all.
Is the Hey Girl Hey podcast. Shouts to Urban Media Today. And make sure you check out Urban Media Today Radio, Urban AC. That's adult contemporary music. That's like real old school hip hop, funk, soul, jazz, gospel, classic hip hop and R&B, 24/7 limited commercials. We have weekend mixes. We have a jazz show that's out of this world. Hosted by Fred, by the way.
Yeah.
And
Shouts out to Fred.
Shouts out to Fred. Trevin A. Jones.
Trevin A. Jones.
Trevin A. Jones.
AKA Fred.
AKA Fred. Listen to him every Sunday at 12 o'clock. And then 8 o'clock at night, we slow it down with the nightcap. So if you want to listen to something with your bae, your boo, whatever, check in 8 o'clock, Monday through Thursday night. So yeah, Urban Media Today. If you just live on
good music.
Urban Media Today Radio, log on to urbanmediatoday.com, download it on Live 365 or TuneIn Radio. You can check it out. Okay. All right. It is fan mail. It's time for fan mail. We got 2 letters. One is called Cancel Cuddy Buddy. Cancel the Cuddy Buddy.
Okay.
Here's the letter. You ready, Code Cracker?
Ready.
I was seeing this guy casually for about 6 months. I have him saved in my phone as Cuddy Buddy because he was simply used for sex purposes. No strings attached, just sex. During this time, he told me he got his ex-girlfriend pregnant. He wasn't with her, but wanted to be in the baby's life. I was like, whatever, you're just my Cuddy buddy. So when the baby was born, naturally, he's excited. It was like 3 weeks since we were last together. I figured I'd give him enough bonding time to call him up for some Cuddy. I guess she did, because he said, I can't, I'm watching my daughter, the new baby. I'm realizing this is going to be an issue. Do I cancel Cuddy Buddy, find a new one, or should I wait? By the way, I'm not sleeping around I'm not sleeping around with just anyone. He's the only person that I've been intimate with. But because of the way I live my life, I don't want anything serious. Men do it all the time. Why can't I? Am I wrong?
She's not wrong.
There's so many things going on in this one. First, he got his ex-girlfriend pregnant.
I wouldn't even want to, and I wouldn't even want to do, because of the fact he got a newborn baby, even if it is just sex, like, this is why I really don't like dating men with kids, because you can't do as much with a man with a child, you know what I mean? With a woman who doesn't have any kids. So they can't do anything. Like, you can't get up and go. We can't hang out. It's hard to talk on the phone, get some Cuddy, you know what I mean? Like, and that's his biggest responsibility right now. He's not going to be around as much. And you young, you single, you probably fine. Just find somebody else. He'll come around, but it ain't going to be like how consistent as it was before, because now he got a baby. So just go.
Got... Take it to the Lord. I had to. Need some spiritual counseling.
Come on in the house. Come on in the house, Jesus. So, I'm just trying to figure, like, well, what does she really know her worth? Like, cancel Cuddy Buddy. She said that he was the only one that she was having sex with. But obviously, she wasn't the only one that he was having sex with.
She was being responsible.
But he wasn't.
Right.
But he wasn't. So it's not even about him. It's about you and caring for yourself. So if you accept that, like, should I let him go? Should I let him go? He's practically out the door. You were never his. Like, we've been dating casually for 6 months.
Not even dating. That's just a sexual relationship. Right. Like, and I mean, I see dating as more.
She didn't say dating. She said I was seeing this guy casually for 6 months. Yeah.
Well, so if you're seeing him casually for 6 months and it's not a big deal because it's just sex, then see if you're that woman, see somebody else casually for another 6, and let him
that's
go.
Definitely going to be an issue.
That's going to be, the man had a baby, and he's going to be with his child. Respect. That's good.
Yeah.
So, what is your dilemma? So you weren't a factor. Right. Whenever he got with, so you're just not a factor in his life. Why are you making him a factor in yours?
And like you said, he was the ex, got her
just eat my snacks.
Eat your snacks. Yeah. So
people besides the ex and her, you know what I mean? Plus that's risky. I would be scared.
Scary.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
we're not saying that she's sleeping with him and not protecting herself. I mean, if there's no feelings attached, if the only issue that she sees is that he's not going to be available when she wants him to be, and that's a deal breaker, like, you literally have one job.
Do
that. And then I guess we have a problem because you can't do that. And it only happened, I mean, according to this letter, it only happened one time. And she's ready to break the contract. Maybe they need to renegotiate the contract.
So,
I mean, clearly she liked the Cuddy. It's been for 6 months.
Yeah.
Right.
So what is the criteria to be a cuddle buddy in her life?
No strings attached.
No strings attached.
I don't know her.
Yeah.
So just the criteria of the Cuddy buddy is no strings attached, no feelings. No
So
following each other on social media.
now, if that's the criteria, then you can find somebody else to fit that. So
Absolutely.
what's
Yeah.
the
That's
big
so
deal about
dangerous.
that?
It's so
Right.
dangerous.
But that's the way she wants to live. That's the way she
Yeah.
wants to live. So if that's
Yeah.
what the way she wants to live, you can find somebody else to fit that. You
Yeah.
can definitely, there's a lot of people out there that like dating or like, getting with people and don't want any commitment. That
That's all.
sounds like,
Remember the
that's something that
days when
she's
people
into.
just wanted to be your boyfriend or your
Right.
girlfriend? Like, will you go
Right.
with me? Yes, no, or
Yeah.
maybe. And
Yeah.
you were going steady and we go together. And now it's just,
Right.
I don't want no relationship. I don't want to get married. I just want
hmm
to have sex and that's it.
I
That's
don't,
crazy.
women, we're just not built like that. Really, we really aren't. We're emotional, we're nurturing people, we nurture relationships. Sometimes we stay in them longer than we should because we're like trying to grow the man up. Those
Right.
kind of things there. So we stay in it when we longer.
I
And
do my Jada
so
Pinkett.
we're not built for that. We really are not. So that's 6 months that she casually was with him, and she really made it a point to say he was the only one, and
She
he
really had a
was.
relationship
Yeah, you had a
and didn't know
relationship
it.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
if he were the only one, it wouldn't have been a problem. You'd been like, all right, on to the next because this is casual and this is the way I roll. You
Mhm.
know, so it wouldn't
Okay.
have been a big deal. But now it's like, well, he got a baby. What should I do? Move
Girl,
on
you
to the
can
next one.
just go. Bye.
That's the way you
Check,
roll.
please. Check, please.
Check,
Thank you.
please.
No tip.
That's the way you roll. But
All right.
and that's what she does. I'm not faulting her, but know your worth. Know your
Mhm.
worth. And that's what you
Okay.
want to do and be like, oh, okay, what should I do? I'm going to tell you this, what you should do. Either you move to the next or you leave dude alone.
Oh, I
Him
Right.
and
thought you was about
his
to
little.
drop bars. You ain't even rhyme with
I
that.
was, I was thinking of something, but I
You ain't
couldn't
Move
think
even
of that
rhyme.
fast
I
because
was
my
like,
rhyming skills ain't like they used to be.
yeah.
You
No.
know.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Well, let's see how you feel about this one.
I
My
don't.
homegirl thinks she's Lizzo.
Yeah.
My homegirl is doing the most right now. She's a big girl, beautiful, love her spirit. She's a good person, but I think she's making really bad choices when it comes to the image she wants to portray. Ever since the singer Lizzo started flaunting her voluptuous body on the gram and everywhere else, she figures she can do it too. She's not as big as Lizzo, and before all this, she lacked confidence. She knows she's pretty, but she just didn't have the confidence. I try to tell her that she doesn't need to pretend to be someone else to get attention. That Lizzo is a celebrity and has people helping her and cheering her on. She has me. I want her to love herself, but she doesn't need to dress provocatively or act ratchet. It just brings bad energy. It's starting to get on my nerves. She
Yeah.
says I'm just jealous. I told her don't let Lizzo get you effed up.
Oh
now
God.
she's not speaking to me. I'm just trying to be her friend, but now I'm the bad guy. I just don't want to see her get hurt. I just don't want to see her hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo gonna
Uh,
have folks get messed up because
yeah.
Lizzo's confidence level is pow,
And
like,
Yeah.
that's
and
wonderful.
that's awesome.
That's
I am
awesome.
so happy that she loves
Yeah.
herself that way.
Yeah.
Um,
I think she's teaching other
some
people to do it as well. Be
but
Right.
yourself.
sometimes I feel I'm trying to use my words
Use your
that
words.
people do it as a deflection. Like I'm really, really hurting. I
Mm,
really, really, really need this attention. So I'm just gonna show you how great I am
right.
by, but because I really just need that affirmation. I really need some attention right now. And so
Right.
I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to go to a Lakers game with my butt out and twerk on the sideline at courtside.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying she doesn't love herself. I don't know Lizzo.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying she doesn't love herself, but the message that someone is getting, it's not, the young girls or a young lady, I don't know how old she is probably saying, I could do that too. That's cool. It's great that you love yourself and you have that much confidence. But
Yeah.
don't mix the message.
Yeah. When
Mm-hmm.
Lizzo did
Um,
it, she got millions of hits on Instagram and all that, and she got news. and her name and her brand became bigger.
Right.
A
And she
normal person do it, they'll go to jail. You gotta know where you are,
right.
where your
Yeah.
fame is before you do these things. But the person in the letter, I think they have confidence, and I think their friend could kind of be putting them down a little bit, and that's kind of that rejection that they're getting from their friend is going to mess up their confidence, because they
Yeah.
preface the letter like she's a big girl, she's cute, and all this other. But everybody says these different things when they're describing people. Like if you ever hear people say somebody is especially black people, they're really dark and like they're like really, really black, they'll say,
Mhm.
oh, cute for a black girl.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's
Cute or
cute
dark
for
skin girl.
right. She's
Mhm.
cute for a fat girl. What does that mean?
She's cute in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but she's cute, period. Fat or not,
Yeah.
cute. But you don't have to,
Mhm.
do all these things to say that about her. I think as a friend, I would
Right.
encourage her it seems like her confidence is up. She's not lacking confidence. It's just the friend is being very judgmental to me.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
think the friend might just be afraid of what's going to when she realizes that this friend is not going to may not get the same attention that Lizzo gets. She may not get the increase in followers. She may get more criticism. She's afraid that she's going to be hurt.
Yeah.
I,
I've seen people like you have friends who do things and you're just like, oh my God, I don't want her to think that I don't believe in her, but I think that she's making a big mistake. You're not
right.
being a hater, you just see what's out there, you see what is ahead, what could possibly happen, and you
Right.
don't want something bad to happen to your friend. I think it's out of concern.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that too, because a lot of us and like millennials, in this case, look up to celebrities and celebrities that are like us. For example, Lizzo. She's a plus size woman, so other plus size women feel encouraged to do the things that she does. But like we said, Lizzo is a celebrity, it's different. I mean, I'm glad that she's out there, putting her confidence out there for women, especially plus size women, because back then, we got no love, so but like her friend could be, like you said, being concerned and protective, and just say, hey, let's be reminded, like, I'm glad that you have confidence,
You don't
like,
have to do that, man.
don't have to do that,
Mm-hmm.
let's not forget Lizzo is a super, she's a celebrity, you know what I mean, like, and that's her image, and you can display a positive body image and stuff, but like maybe take a different approach than
Mm-hmm.
her, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, like, that's what they're going to expect from her. Like I said, she's a celebrity. So, and her friend isn't, so I don't think the friend is jealous. I think she, is being a friend and just is concerned because the world is cruel. People are cruel. You know what I mean? Like, she may not get the same feedback as Lizzo did. You know what I mean? Like, or they may share her videos and stuff and make fun of her instead of supporting her. So, but I understand where the friend is coming from. And then, the other girl, she just could be very sensitive too, when it comes to, weight and body image and, things like that. So, but yeah, I think it's something they can get through,
Yeah.
she's that. So,
It's a little two-way street with that. I mean, I don't know the friend, but some people don't like to see you shine. If
yeah.
you Some friends are like, okay, we've been friends like this and we've been enjoying our friendship just like this. But when you start to go up like this, that's when they're like trying to pull you back because you're moving and they're not. So, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, but on the other hand, I mean, well, if you're a really good friend, if you see somebody in danger or something's about to happen to them, that's a good friend that corrects that
To step in.
behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it on both sides. Like if you're correcting her behavior, like she's getting wild with her, like she's partying, like she's Lizzo with money and she's doing this, drinking and all this. But if she's doing the things like Lizzo, like singing and out there on Instagram and getting hits, Lizzo gets hits that people will say negative stuff about her. She got to be ready for that. So that's cool if she's doing
But it
that. I
hurts her
mean,
too. It hurts.
yeah,
People have come for Lizzo, and it hurts her too.
right. Yep.
It
So
does.
she
It
got to
hurts
be
her.
ready for that. And if that's what she's doing, she put herself out there to do that. But, if it ain't something that's real detrimental to her, um, then let her do it. Let her shine. If this is how she wants to shine, then she'll come back from it. But as a friend, you just let them shine. But she ain't getting hit by a car, hitting people with her car, and doing all kind of crazy stuff.
What?
Right.
What is
Yeah,
up with you? You be taking stuff from it be
just take it.
escalating. Like
Like
somebody
here
got
goes
kidnapped
It's
here
last
goes the
week.
line.
We got hit by a car.
I be like, because my mind be thinking, this
I
day and age,
see.
stuff be happening. You be like, wow, did that just happen?
Last week
You
you
know?
got kidnapped.
Yeah.
Now we getting hit by cars this week.
You can get hit by well, let me tell you, God, I be thinking about this stuff because stuff be happening. So I was watching TV today, and it was in South Carolina. This guy, the kids is on the bus, and the bus driver's on the bus, driving the bus. An Army cadet who's been in training for 3 weeks or so jumps on the bus with a rifle.
Oh, I seen that. I just saw that.
Said he wants to go. Bus full of kids.
Yeah, I
Now,
saw.
would you would have thought that? This is stuff that I think about. Like, why? What happened? Hey, these kids are just on the bus, like da 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 da, throwing paper, talking stuff. Bus driver's like, shut up, he's driving. Open the door, and somebody who has Army on their shirt, Army, he's says, pull over or drive me to the next stop, drive me out of this town. With a bus full of kids, drive me out of this town. See, you see why I be going so deep with stuff. Because stuff be happening.
You be watching. You need to watch the cartoons or something. You watch.
Yeah, but seeing in cartoons, they be hitting each other over the head and stuff like that. Where they get?
Oh, you find the violence in the cartoons.
Where you get that axe?
You be finding all types of crazy stuff.
Types of violence.
Yeah, they just find stuff. You be like, where did that axe come from? How did you hit him with that? You know what I mean?
Note to self: don't watch TV with LaShawn.
Don't watch it.
All right. So we got girl talk coming up. We're gonna see how dangerous LaShawn gets with this one. America, the racists. Did y'all hear about this? Senator Tim Scott said that America is not a racist country, and everybody came for him. So we're gonna get into it because Kamala Harris also said that America is not a racist country. Same for President Joe Biden. Amanda Seals was appeared and appalled. But Democratic Missouri Representative Cori Bush and her squad, they ain't having it. So we're gonna get into it because I want to know if you guys watched it and what do you guys think? And we'll probably talk about some examples and then we're gonna get out of here. So is America a racist country? We're gonna talk about it in less than 5 seconds, I guess. It depends on how fast she counts. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
And we're back. All right.
Back in 10, maybe 5.
It's the Hey Girl Hey podcast. Is America a racist country? Saw this on essence.com. It's actually everywhere. Senator Tim Scott made reference after President Joe Biden's speech. And he's received backlash ever since. People have called him they've called him a coon, they've called him a sellout, they call him Uncle Tom. But a Democratic Missouri Representative Cori Bush, a member of the Progressive Squad, which includes Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Representative Omar of Minnesota, Representative Presley of Massachusetts, and Representative of Michigan, called America Racist AF. You know what AF means, right? Okay. After she backed defending the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department, I guess, everything that's been happening with George Floyd and Black Lives Matter, the recent events that has racism on the stand right now. Folks are a little disturbed by these claims that Senator Tim Scott and Vice President Kamala Harris said that America is not a racist country.
Right.
So Cori Bush took to Twitter, because that's what we do, and she tweeted, "Our communities wouldn't have needed to spark a national movement to save Black lives if America weren't racist as F." Bush's remarks come 2 days after she praised the historic vote to defund St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department, 3 days after Tim Scott and Kamala Harris, Senator Tim Scott, Vice President Kamala Harris, both said that America is not a racist country. So it's like if America was a house,
Okay.
is the house racist, or are the people who live in the house racist?
Yeah. So you can't play on the semantics of it. You know what I mean? Like being in a garage doesn't make you a car type deal. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
it's
Kiki's like, huh?
you know, one of those things like
What?
when people play on words, like is America racist or is it the people?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So it's kind of like with the Senator Tim, what is it, Tim Scott, whatever his name is. Yeah. That was, it's interesting because you kind of expect that because he's with the Republican Party.
Right.
So you let him go because it's Republican Party. And okay, you're thinking that because you're with the Republican Party, because they were for Trump and his rhetoric about racism and pretty good people on both sides when they were clearly racist acts.
Right.
So okay, so you say, Tim, you're with that party and they all are still Trump, Trump people. But for the vice president, Madam Vice President, for her to say it, it's a little different. It's taken a little different.
Yeah.
Well, what was her meaning behind saying that it's not a racist country?
So I think what she was trying to say is, it's not it maybe because it wasn't built on that, or that's not how America should be, and her vision is more to change how it is.
I was gonna say that maybe she said
maybe
that
she's
because she wants to change it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but state what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, say what it is. Yeah.
Let's say what it is now. I can see you have a vision. I can see you seeing things a little bit differently. But yeah, there's things that are going on that are very racist in this United States of America.
And it's been happening for generations before we were born,
So you both are saying that America is racist.
Yeah.
Or are you saying it's not America that's racist, it's the people
who live in America?
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
There are racist people in America. So you agree that America is not a racist country?
Or, to be honest,
I think some of our laws, and this is what makes it America racist, because some of our laws have racist tones and racist.
Well, they were built. They were. Sorry.
So that makes America racist. That makes, because it's a law. Those are laws. Not saying that all the people, but the judicial system and the way that we do things, it's racist, and we know that. So yeah, America. Its laws. We are finding that some of the founding fathers, things that they have done, were racist, and so it's built up on that. Now, things need to change, and are people aware of that? Yeah, people are aware of it, and I think people are more woke now than it's been in a long time.
Yeah.
And that's evident by a Black president, and then a Black vice president, and then all the women that you see inside of the cabinets, and things like that in government. So it's changing.
Yes, absolutely.
For the time being, there's some things that
are still agreed.
As a millennial, Jerry, how do you see, because a lot of people in your generation is kind of like I'm not gonna be stressed out about this. It's whatever. I'm not gonna be stressed out about this. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. So what are your thoughts on
it? Being that I am a millennial, I have seen change from back then until now. As just a lot, even with like the George Floyd case, you know, that was huge, you know, because we're so used to having, you know, police get away with, you know, murdering unarmed African Americans. And that was, you know, that shows you right there how racist that is. But, you know, a white guy can shoot up a school or shoot up a church and they walk right out and they get them Burger King. You know what I mean? So that right there is extremely racist. I will say that, like I said, a lot has changed since then. I do believe that, you know, we're making progress, and I think that's what Kamala Harris meant. You know,
Vice President, Madam Vice President.
Madam Vice President.
Yes, Madam Vice President.
Kamala Harris. And, I think she knows that it's a racist country. I think she doesn't want it to continue
Ruffle
to be
feathers.
Yeah. And it's like, you know what I mean? But
because she might be running for president.
Yeah.
So, you know, folks will remember what she said.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they're going to remember that statement. That racist, that, you know, America is a racist. We'll definitely remember that. Well, white supremacy is huge.
Absolutely.
It's not everybody, but it's a set. You know, death of Black men is huge. Not every Black man get killed, but there's a big set that have. Those are racist things. Those are racist things with the United States that has been happening. You can probably go to every state. No, not probably. You can go to every state and there's white supremacists, and there has been probably Black men killed, Black people killed for no reason in every state in the United States.
Every state. Yeah.
That's racist. That's a state that's racist.
So if America was mom and we are all her kids, some of her kids are racist and some of her kids are not, does that make mom racist?
That means mom should have
raised her kids better.
Stop having babies. Mom needs to stop having babies.
Birth control.
Put mom on birth control until she get it right. Stop producing these animals, mom. No. Yeah.
Stop producing these.
I mean, your mama is a hoe. I'm just trying to tell you that.
You bringing out all these crazy kids.
Mom is a hoe. So.
Well, if America was the mom and it's producing all these type of babies, mom needs to take the reign again and learn correction for her children.
Okay.
Correct her kids. That's what mama needs to do. Get it together.
I don't believe that. I just think that it's unfortunate that because the country has been this way for so long that it's etched and it's concrete how people think and changes and embraced. And it's so hard there are people who really do not understand why we're so upset, why we, you know, and that's not just Blacks, that's the Asian community, that's the Jewish community, that's the LGBTQ plus community, that's, you know, so many of the non-white communities. If all these other communities are saying that what you are doing as a Caucasian community, some, not all, is wrong, it can't be us. It's got, you know, something needs to change. So, and I think like Jerry said, it so much, there's been progress. You've said it, LaShawn, there's been progress. We have a lot more to go. I worry for my kids. I worry for their kids. I worry for their families, because when we're long gone, this is what, you know, we got to clean this up because this is what's left. When we have people who don't want to raise the minimum wage, who don't want these are millionaires who don't want their taxes raised. You know, they'd rather, you know what I mean? Like, this is the country that we live in. I wouldn't say that it's racist. I think it's selfish. I think it's greedy. I think it's a greedy country.
It's very greedy.
I don't think it's racist. I think some of the people that live in the country is racist. And it was built on those
it was founded
ideals
on some
that
of those
we are better, we are superior, you are the slave, you are inferior. So
it started when, you know, Caucasians came and took the land, That's how, and went from there. You know what I mean? And that's how it all started.
Yeah.
But but this day and age where, okay, slavery is done, but some people are still enslaved in their mind and it's still like to slave people. But
yes.
I see so much, maybe because I'm an advocate for people and I'm an advocate for all people. All people. I want everybody, I want to live in harmony. I do. And I believe it's something that we can do. I believe it's so possible. But when we have these conversations, when we're stating things and we want we're stating stuff like America is a racist, as if it's a bad thing. It's a bad thing to say, but some people shine away from it because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But when you state a fact, and if you got statistics to back it up, it's okay. It's okay to say it. What hurts is when you don't work on the problem. That's what hurts. That hurts. Not stating the fact. That, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what hurts. When you don't work on that problem, that's the problem. That's the problem. So, I think it's a wonderful country. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I'm okay here. I can pretty much fight the system for other people
right now.
Yeah.
Canada's looking kind of cool right
now. Yeah. But I can fight the system here. I know a little bit about it. I had my way around here. So yeah, it's okay. I'm not saying anything against anybody. My goal is to help and love people. That's my goal.
Just be a good person.
Yeah.
That's the goal. Be a good person. Be a good human being.
Yeah. I don't want to say when things happen to Black people, I'm racist, because if I'm talking and I'm trying to help Black people, I don't want to be called a racist because I'm trying to help Black people. Well, I'm helping the disenfranchised. I'm helping the people that don't get the opportunities. That's not racist. That's helping. And
that's
then
the
I'll help a white.
That's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
decline,
when you refrain from providing a service to people, when you say no because of their religious background, because of their cultural background, because of their race, that's racism.
That's racism.
So what you're doing is the exact opposite. Okay. All right.
I'm helping everybody. I don't care. You're gonna get help.
Well, I'll give
you $5. What's your name?
Let me holler at you. Let me get $20.
Let me get how about make it
gas is high. I need
it is high. High is hell.
Why don't you let me holler at you?
Skyrocket.
Why don't you ride a bike?
Oh,
how let me holler at you.
They ain't that cheap either.
Bad.
Let me give you $5 and you ride a bike. All right.
What? Jerry, tell it. That's the end of the
Happy
show.
Meal. That's gonna get you a happy
That's the end of the show. We appreciate you watching and listening. Jared, tell them how they can continue to watch and hear us.
To catch up on past episodes of the Hey Girl Hey podcast, we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor FM, Podbean, Live 365, SoundCloud, TuneIn, Anchor FM, Google Play, YouTube, and UrbanMediaToday.com.
What you got, Sean?
If you want to email us, you can email us at the Hey Girl Hey podcast at gmail.com, or you can give us a call with any show ideas at 412-709-6130, or you can hit us up on Twitter at Girl Hey 2018, or on the Facebook at the Hey Girl Hey podcast, or on the IG at Hey Girl Hey Podcast 2018. Yay! We are winning.
All right, we're gonna get ready for Urban Media Today Talk Sports. I'm your radio chick, Kiki Brown.
And I am the chatter chick, LaShawn.
And I'm your millennial chick, Jerry Tipson.
Jerry. I knew you were going to say that. You're stupid. You need help.
Appreciate y'all watching.